Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest says we can all improve our memory and brain power, and she's here to show us how. We welcome certified Pranic Healing Instructor and practitioner Liza Burney. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, Helen.
So let's talk about this first of all. Let's first find out what Pranic Power is.
So
Pranic Healing.
Pranic Healing is a no-touch energy healing modality that helps to strengthen and balance our invisible energy field.
And how did you get started in this?
Well, you know, it all started when I was practicing law as a trial attorney downtown Portland, and it was almost like the perfect storm between the stress of the job, teenagers at home, and having zero stress management skills. And so when I got sick and went to my Western medicine doctor and was told that they couldn't really do very much to help me in my situation, I was forced to start exploring alternatives. And so I was referred to a pranic healer. After about 6 sessions with this person, the symptoms that my doctor said I was going to have to live with for the rest of my life, they started going away.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I knew at that point I had to learn more.
So let's find out now, though, how can you help your memory?
Yes, so SuperBrain Yoga is the technique.
Okay.
And what it's based on is the principle of neuroplasticity, which is that the brain has the ability to regenerate itself. And years ago, if you were to talk to scientists, they would have said that that was impossible to do. But with recent advances in technology, they have been able to assess that the brain does have the capacity to regenerate itself. And so the principles this exercise is based on have actually been recognized in ancient cultures for many thousands of years. So again, it's something old being rediscovered and becoming new again.
Who has it helped?
So it has helped a number of people that I can describe. Students, for example, helps improve their focus and concentration in the classroom and test taking. It helps people in middle age, for example, clear what we've come to know as brain fog. Right? You know what I'm talking about with that?
Can it help menopausal brain?
It can help, although there are other things that will assist in a different way for that situation as well. And then as we get older, it helps to prevent memory loss and can also help reverse the symptoms of memory loss.
And so you say, how does it actually work, though? I mean,
so it's based on the concept of the brain regenerating itself, okay? And what it does is it provides the extra fuel for that brain to do that, and an energy fuel.
What have you learned? I mean, how have you noticed how it's improved your memory?
So it helps me personally by that clarity of mind. So when I'm feeling slow midday, I can do the SuperBrain Yoga technique and I'll feel a burst of energy into my brain, and then all of a sudden I have that clarity, and then I can stay on task and focus on what I've been trying to do, but I just couldn't like hold it together long enough. I had one student in a workshop I did who was the demonstration person, and she did the first step of the procedure, and we'll demonstrate it today. Where she's holding onto her right earlobe, which of course, because the brain is, one side of the brain affects the other side of the body, by holding this side of her body, she was affecting the left side of her brain and strengthening it energetically. She stood there in front of the whole workshop and had this look on her face like this awareness was happening. And she described that at that point in time, all of these math concepts that she had been struggling with, all of a sudden just sort of lined up in her mind and made perfect sense to her at that point.
This seems like too good to be true.
Well, I've worked with other people who have taken the training and implemented it on a regular basis, and they say they are so much more alert in the morning. They've cut back on caffeine. They get through their morning routine so much faster. They actually get to work early, and their boss is surprised to see them there.
Right.
Yes.
You say you don't need coffee in the morning anymore,
I don't do coffee in the morning at all.
All right, you've got to show me this.
Sure.
So let's go ahead. I will follow whatever you do.
All right, so the first step is to take the left hand, and this is the most important step because it has to be the left hand first, okay? So which hand are we starting with?
Left hand.
Left hand, and it would cross over the body.
Was that a test?
It was a test. And we have it with the thumb on the outside of the earlobe.
Outside of the earlobe, okay.
And we're just holding gently, okay? If you've got big earrings on, it's a good idea to take them off because it'd just be more convenient. Then we take the other hand and do the exact same thing, crossing over, and then holding the left earlobe.
Okay.
Okay. And as you're doing this, holding position, you're going to breathe in as we do a gentle squat down, and then breathe out.
We're going to squat down.
We're going to do as much of a squat as you can. So it can be just a semi-squat, or it can be all the way to the ground. So we'll do semi-squats. But the breathing pattern is to breathe in on the way down, and breathe out on the way up. And we do this 7 times. So let's do it.
I don't know where we are.
That's 7.
Okay.
Okay, and then you let go.
Okay.
And some people, when they do this, they notice a slight buzzing to their brain because it's like the energy from the rest of the body surges up and fills the upper part of the energy field in the brain and the head area.
I did feel buzzing. I will
Feel a
say
little
that.
buzzing. Yeah. So we start at 7. The goal is 14.
Okay.
You can do this once or twice a day, but we really recommend morning or afternoon because if you do this late at night, you end up staying up.
Oh, because it re-energizes
It's energizing.
you. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Does it help with remembering people's names?
It does. It helps with every aspect of memory.
So you say do it twice a day.
Twice a day, so you can do it breakfast and then lunch.
But there's no reciting of anything?
There's nothing. You have to visualize. The process is happening automatically as you do this hand position, and then you do the squatting and the breathing.
And again, is it because the energy is going upward?
The energy's going up, yes.
That is fascinating.
Yes, and so when I teach this to little kids who have trouble remembering the breathing sequence, I just tell them simply, when they're down in the squat, make believe you're a rocket ship and go psh.
Oh, there you go.
Up in the air. And then they'll automatically take the inhale on the way down to get ready. And so that's a helpful thing to remember as well.
Fascinating. We want to tell folks again, the book, you're called a Pranic Healing Instructor and Practitioner. Liza Burney, thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Helen.